Hello, my sweeties. This is Suri with Cremechiss's recommendation of the week. As the months slowly take us to cozier, slower days, I figured it might be time to feel a little bit warm and fuzzy with a sweet, darling romance about two teenagers. This story is perhaps the first of its kind to truthfully show what happens when you fall in love at a young age, and how, in many ways, no matter how much people disagree, in the end, love is truly simple. Normal People is a show about two characters, Marianne and Connell, who love each other even though they don't quite understand how love works. They start off with a clandestine affair where they hide from their families and friends. Connell is adored by everyone, whereas Marianne is an outcast. She's considered odd and he's thought of as very sociable. So in public, they act like strangers. However, when they're alone, their affection for each other is so sweet and genuine. It almost makes you yearn for a love as sweet as theirs. While the girl initiates the secret affair, the boy in many ways causes the affair to escalate into somewhat of a relationship. When it comes to romance, a lot of shows handle intimacy with a lot of chaos, a lot of spontaneity. But this show gives us the true narrative of what intimacy looks like. Some classic real-life tropes of first love. For example, they wait for the parents to not be home. They schedule some time. They make an actual plan to make love for the first time. Think back to everything you did or plan to do. I don't know which spectrum of age you fall on. The beauty of the love scene is about the transparency in communication. If anyone has any confusion about what initiation, consent, honest communication looks like when it comes to both sex and sexuality, this show will set the honest standard for you. One of my favorite lines in the series happens when they both made love and they're lying in bed, and Marianne asks Connell a very simple question. Are your feelings involved? To which he says, isn't that obvious? And she replies very bluntly, obvious to whom? Such natural, easy-flowing dialogue occurs all the time in this superb narration of two characters who grow out of their school childishness into their college recklessness. Unlike most love stories, the show very skillfully outlines the transformation of two people as individuals rather than as a couple. As the show navigates through a storyline of when they're apart and they're not in a relationship anymore, there's an adorable scene in which they're just friends, and Connell has gone through something traumatic, and he's on a video call with Marianne. And when she sees his anxiety, she asks him to keep the call running and take the laptop to his bed with him. And when he wakes up, he finds her online and is relieved that in some odd way, he was not alone that night. This is so relatable considering that a lot of current modern day stories of family, friends, or lovers are in fact about our virtual relationships. I cannot mention how many times I've fallen asleep on video calls to wake up and find my friends online waiting for me. And this is where I see the beauty of the title, Normal People with Normal Everyday Problems. Because a lot of stories are about how the person will show up at your doorstep to cheer you up. Whereas, in real life, for us regular folks, that is often not possible. These soft moments between the characters are so well narrated. The show brings to light the realities of normal people in a very poetic way. So if you've ever been in love with a person and not know it, if you loved someone who didn't accept you as you are, if you chose to hide your relationship to protect yourself, if you accepted a lesser love because you didn't understand the difference between attention and affection, if you loved someone before you learned to love yourself, then this show will bring a smile to your face. Personally speaking, it was a very comforting story for me because it helped me see all my regrets and mistakes in love as something wonderful and something that makes me better at all my relationships. And somehow I kind of now look at those mistakes with, new eyes, with lesser judgment, more love. And this is a mini series based on a novel. It has 12 perfect episodes. It's perfect for watching at a slow pace over several weeks. Or if you're like me, binge it over a weekend and you will find yourself, in a situation where you just can't stop, pondering over the story. So watch it if you find yourself missing someone, if you're crushing on a cutie, or simply because you wanted to feel something special. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and give us, some love, some feedback. We love you. And I will see you soon. Bye.